Hi there, this is Kim Willis again, and I've got another one of these little lessons, personal development, leadership, business principles lessons to share with you. Another one of those lessons, and this particular lesson is really not my lesson. It's something that I got from a book that I'm currently reading, and the book is by a fella called Tom Harley, and it's called Standing Tall. Now, I'd never heard of Tom Harley, but I was intrigued by the title of the book when I was browsing in a bookshop recently, and I read, the bio on the back, and I could see that, well, the guy was a very successful footballer. Now, I don't really follow football that much. This is Australian rules. I think it's a fantastic sport, but I tend to follow tennis because my sons are heavily involved in it, so it's just natural, I guess. But Tom Harley is a guy who freely admits that he doesn't have a lot of innate talent. But he led his team, Geelong, in Australia. Australian rules football is obviously an Australian, sport, for those of you who don't live in Australia. In Victoria, which is really the home of Australian rules football, it's like a religion down there. Okay. Now, Tom Harley was in Geelong Football Club. Now, as I said, he didn't have a lot of talent compared to some of the other players, but he ended up becoming captain of that football team. And he led Geelong Football Club to 2 premierships in 3 years. Now, that sounds quite impressive to me. Maybe it's not quite up there with tennis great like Roger Federer, who's won 16 Grand Slams, which is just unbelievable. It just defies, logic how somebody could do that. But reaching 3, premierships, 2 out of 3 premierships, winning 2 out of 3 premierships as captain of his team is no mean feat. So I decided to get the book, okay? And here is a lesson from the book. And it's got a great little title. Every team needs good followers. Every team needs good followers. So this is a book on leadership, but of course you can't become a leader unless you become a follower first. Every good leader was once a follower. He was just another member of the team. And I think we can probably apply this concept to business quite well. Because if you're joining my business, if you're joining someone else's business, if you're already in another business, that's great. And usually when you attend seminars and webinars, trainings, etc., they always talk about leadership. But they very rarely talk about following, becoming a follower, a good follower. And I think this particular chapter in this book is tremendous, because to become a good leader, we have to become a good follower. And what's that about? Well, that's about doing what you're told, essentially. It's also about working with a team, adding value to that team, being of service, making a contribution, being selfless. Yes, that's how I understand it. To become a good leader, you've got to be a good follower first. Anyway, I will share with you the key points in Tom Harley's chapter on becoming a good follower. The first one is to tell the truth. So always tell the truth to your other teammates. Don't lie, because if they find out, which they often do, you're going to have distrust, and distrust can be like a cancer in a team environment. So tell the truth, and tell the truth to your leader as well. Number 2, understand the leader's vision. Understand the leader's vision. In other words, you need to enroll in the leader's vision. If the leader has a vision for the team in sports, enroll in his vision. If the leader has a vision for business and you're in his business, enroll in his vision. And then share that vision with others, because that will help to give you more belief about the vision. A can-do attitude. Every follower has to have a can-do attitude. I can do this thing. I am here to get a result. Action central. That's me. Action central. Can do. Hey, you can rely on me. You know, that's the sort of attitude he's talking about there. Dependability and reliability. You can count on me. I'll always turn up for trainings. I'll always be there on that webinar training if you're in business. Unless I'm away, I always attend my company's trainings, webinar trainings. Or I'm sick. That might be the other reason why I wouldn't do it. But I always attend, even if I don't feel like it. I attend. I want to put in an appearance so that the leaders in the company can see that I'm Mr. Consistent. Okay? I'm dependable. You can count on me. And finally, leave the best till last, keenness to learn. One of the traits that I've noticed with successful people over the years is that they have a tremendous passion for learning. And I know I do. I still have a passion for learning. I spend a good part of each day on internet marketing related projects, and I still don't get sick of it. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. At least an hour a day I'm learning something new. I'm spending time on learning. At least an hour a day. And I think if you've got a passion for learning, aligned to a bias for action. Some people just love learning and that's all they do. They're perpetual students. Well, I don't have much respect for those sort of people, because you have to have a bias for action as well. You need both. You've got to have both. But a bias for action without some sort of a learning foundation will mean that you'll probably make more mistakes than you need to. And you may find that you're just spinning around in circles all the time. So we need to do some learning so we can understand correct principles, we can understand techniques and so on, and then we take action. And of course we learn a lot from taking action anyway. I always do. Now, I don't spend so much time on theoretical learning. I do like to apply it as quickly as I can, but I love learning. Do you love learning? Do you have a passion for learning? I hope so. Bias for action as well? Yeah, because you don't want to be like those other people, full of inertia. They never get off their butts. They're always whinging about their situation. Oh, hard luck stories. I don't buy it. Just not interested. Passion for learning, bias for action. All right, well, maybe go and get that book. It's a good read. It's a very easy read. Tom Harley, Standing Tall. That's my book review for today. Okay, bye for now.